Austin Huff, Korked.com. Austin, what's up?
Today is all about Saturday. We've had a lot of confidence coming out of the Queen City this week. My question is why? The Bengals have been good at football for what, like 5 days? Their pride and joy quarterback, Joe Cool, has the same nickname as Snoopy. This team has won literally one playoff game in 30 years, and now all of a sudden they think they're the greatest dynasty in football? It goes the Steelers from 72 to 79, the Patriots from 2001 to 2018, and the Bengals from last week to this week. Let's remind them of something they know better than us, but have clearly forgotten about since last Saturday. Winning playoff games is hard, very hard, especially when those games are played in Nashville, Tennessee. And when I say let's remind them, I mean let's, as in let us, as in the collective us. Because while we may not be able to run the rock like the King, or catch the ball like AJ, or rip dudes' heads off like Zach Cunningham, we can still do our part by being the loudest venue since Starwood. Rest in peace to the GOAT. Oh, man. Moment of silence.
Yeah.
And speaking of RIP, everyone in Nashville needs to be waking up on Sunday like they RIP'd their own vocal cords out. I want them sounding like Ariel in The Little Mermaid while she was being courted by Prince Eric. Unless you're a pastor, you don't need your voice on Sunday, so lose it on Saturday. Now, younger Titans fans might not believe this, but there was a time when that stadium down by the Cumberland River was widely considered the loudest stadium in the NFL. If you don't believe me, look it up. Sports Illustrated, The Sporting News, you name it. Hell, even the Buffalo News wrote an article. The lead of that article, you can go deaf in the Delph. I love. Shout out to that. The late, great Dan Reeves once told Wade Phillips it's one of the toughest places to play in the NFL. Raiders wide receiver Tim Brown once said, "We've been to a lot of stadiums this year. This had to be the loudest place we've played in." That's from a guy who played 2 games a year at Arrowhead and the Old Mile High. Before Kurt Warner was being played in movies by Shazam, he and his crew were getting hit with false start penalties in Nashville. 6 false starts in a single game. Why? Because they couldn't hear the damn snap count. And it was like that for the entire season. A season which the Titans went 9-0 at home. A season that started with a game against Cincinnati. That's right, in the first ever game in that stadium, the Titans handed Cincinnati a loss. The stadium opened by putting the L in Bengal. And on Saturday, let's do it again. Let's make Nissan Stadium, or as I like to call it, Nissan Coliseum, the loudest joint in the NFL again. Because if there's one thing the Music City should be good at, it's bringing the noise. It's turning it up to 11. It's waking up the next morning with your ears ringing, like hopefully Joe Burrow's head too. And speaking of Snoopy, let's make Joe Burrow want to do just that. Burrow. And if he needs help being nestled into the ground, I'm sure Big Jeff Simmons and his friends would be more than happy to help. Now, Titans fans love to complain that no one ever talks about us. Well, let's show them something where they have no other choice but to talk about us. Hell, let's give them something to where they have to yell about us because they can't hear themselves talk. I know Nashville has become a cool city, the it city, and it may not be cool to get loud, but screw that. If you're going to the game on Saturday, you better not be going for Instagram clout. You better be going to scream and shout. Titans fans, it's been a long road to get here. And speaking of roads, the road to the Super Bowl comes through Nashville. Nashville is known for their parties, and parties are known for being loud. So Nashville, on Saturday, January 22nd, in the year of our Lord 2022, at 3:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, be loud, be proud, and tighten the hell up.
There he is, Austin Huff, Korked.com. Check him out there. Korked2 on Instagram. That's where you can see the video that Derrick Henry sent them a message saying was pure fire.